Welcome to episode 20. I've tried to make this episode so many times that I think it's cursed. The first few times I was just kind of like not in it, no energy, and then I took a break. Well, I kept I'd try to start a video and then I'd get like a couple minutes in and I'd be like, this is gay, lame. But then today I made one and I was super high energy. I was super excited. I was getting into my autism zone talking about everything. Then I go to end the video and it said it's still recording. Like I still click stop recording and then the recording only had 20 seconds of footage when it was actually like 50 minutes. I don't know what happened there. Got me kind of scared for this. So I'm going to be checking. And I guess I'll start. I've done a lot. We got a lot to go over today. You gotta pay attention. First of all, you may notice the southern wall of the obelisk is completed. I want to stop saying Washington Monument because that's not what it is. It's my own personal obelisk that happens to resemble the Washington Monument. So, a lot of things done, like I said. Like, we finished this road. Now, there's some places that need a retaining wall. There's some places in the road that need slabs that don't have slabs, so it's not 100% finished, but it's fully operational. I also love just playing music and running back and forth on it. I can't wait to make more roads going places. I don't even know what this is. I know it's supposed to be I know I'm gonna build a path going out here somewhere, but I don't know why I built this. It's kind of dumb, but anyways, there's an axolotl down there. That's kind of cool. Now let's continue along the road. This is a little retaining wall that's not finished. I want to put some mossy bricks and cracked bricks in it, which is what I've done down here. You'll see. This is just some storage chests. I want to start putting more stuff along the side of the road. Kind of like if you know the road in front of my base. If you don't, just imagine you do. I've got a little shed, just little areas along the road. I like that. It's like a little place to stop and rest. Now here, you can see there's some more stuff going on. What's that? What's that building? Got a wall right there? What's going on? You got this little retaining wall here. I like retaining walls. I like saying retaining wall. It's just fun. A fun experience. You can see it's all completed here. I want to make this also, have some cracked bricks and mossy bricks and all that. But I got lazy. I can't focus on one thing for too long. Got this here. Natural crossroad. And then the bridge. Which I want to wax my copper, but I don't have enough honeycomb. Which is why I built that apiary. But I'm probably just going to end up building an automatic farm because this is just taking way too long to get not enough. But here it is. I'm going to park my little horsey over here. We won't be needing him for a minute. Alright, this is my little apiary. It's also not entirely finished because I want to put little benches and maybe a tree and more flowers along the side and then more stuff going along the outside. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. But the interior is done. I like it. Got this little side here. I imagine this is the concrete side and then there's grass going over here. At least that's how I see it in my head. Now we'll go over here. Oh, you might notice as well, I've cleared a lot on this on this island. It's still not 100% complete, but I've cleared enough to where I can, work on things bit by bit, if that makes any sense. Like before, it was so busy and messy, I couldn't plan properly. It's supposed to be the back door, even though it looks better than the front door right now. It's not completed. Thus, Among Us. There's gonna be a little roof, but I want to be able to walk out onto the roof, so I'm not sure how it's gonna look. And I'm gonna build paths going all around this island because I want to build barns and stables and greenhouses. Gonna be a busy little area. I don't even know what happened here, by the way. I just noticed it one day, what the hell? What happened? And I'm guessing an Enderman was here. Here's a pond I really like. This is the latest thing I made. I stayed up all night making this actually. Got fish in here. Got some coral down on the bottom, mainly just so I can make more sea cucumbers or sea pickles, whatever. Oh, that's where that I hate Enderman. He stole my fucking gravel. You fucking see that? That's fucked. That's my luck. I wrecked the motorcycle, by the way. First day I got it. We'll talk about that later. But that's my luck. That's my luck. That's what happens. God damn it! Here's my pond. my little pond with fish in it. You might notice a little glass down there. I'll take you to I'll take you and show you what that is. Last video, it was actually nighttime when I was doing this because the pond looks so much better at nighttime. Oh yeah, there's frog here, by the way. But I want to show you some stuff in the daytime. Like this looks insane, and it only shows up like towards the end of the day. It's pretty cool. But I gotta hurry and get downstairs while there's still sunlight. I've done a lot down here. I'm gonna completely renovate this area. Talk about that more in a second, because I wanna get here before we lose the opportunity. Yeah. I think that's just the coolest looking thing. It goes so hard. This is gonna be an armory, and like where my tools are at, like I'm gonna have storage along the walls for all my tools and weapons and all that. So it's not really thematically relevant, but I like it anyways. I'll show you down here. This area is finished. It's supposed to be like my workshop, and yeah, I've got storage for here for like, you know, like sticks and string, stuff like that, like flint, gunpowder. And this is my copper and my iron. I left a little place open for copper nuggets whenever we do get them, so that's cool. I got these little storage areas, or not storage areas, little crafting areas. Whenever the copper golem comes out, I'm going to be putting probably a copper chest in the middle here along each of these. I know that's overkill, but I like it. Also, the way I have my storage split up is very like, well, I'll show you. And that's my vault. We'll come back to that. So this is like my storage. When I built this, I originally intended it to be all very structured, symmetrical, organized storage. But as I started doing it, I realized that's just not fun. So I'm going to end up probably completely revamping this whole area, which is like what I'm doing over there with all that stuff back there. Like I think what I'm going to do here is build a room back here for like grass, dirt blocks, stuff like that. Maybe Lush Cave stuff, or maybe do a whole new one for Lush Cave, maybe next door. I don't know. I'm still working on it. But here's one I did finish, my nether room. These I do plan on keeping symmetrical. Like I've got placeholders in most of these, like so you can see the basic outline of what I'm doing. That way I can just, you know, look at the room and go off of it instead of having to go back and study the other ones. But the only one that's finished right now is the nether one. See, I got these red lights I like. I think it's pretty cool. You know, just basic storage. And I'm going to do right next to it the end. And I'm going to have a crying obsidian on the ceiling, and I'm going to have purple lights, as you can see. I think it'll go hard. But yeah, so I'm keeping this side like structured, symmetrical like this. But around the walls, I'm going to be doing more and more like wacky stuff. Like over here where I was just at, I didn't like plan this out. It just like, I just kind of made it. It kind of happened. And this is my vault, which I built before that over there. Got my little snow golem guard here. And yeah, we got a lot of ancient debris. I can just use it for decoration now. Yeah, this is my riches and my bodyguards. This is Ball Buster. Now this is also not entirely finished. I'm gonna build a room at the end here just for netherite. And that's actually why I have so much ancient debris. I just wanted to have giant stacks of it. Actually, I needed to get nether quartz as well, so it was like 2 birds with 1 stone type deal. But yeah, so this is my vault and workshop. I really like this actually. I've spent a long time on this. As I said, I had a motorcycle accident and am injured, so I'm in a lot of pain and haven't been sleeping much, which means more Minecraft time. Okay, it's nighttime, so I'm gonna show you out here the pond. Oh, I forgot how many mobs spawn out here. I used to have this whole island lit, but just from like terraforming it and stuff, it's gotten a little messy. All this copper over here or oxidized bulbs, and I plan to use them in the vault, but after I'd already placed them all, I decided on just doing the the just solid polished deep slate look. So it's, I mean, I've been like every once in a while I'll need a copper bulb, so I'll just go take one from over there. So, you know, they will get used eventually. But yeah, this is my pond at night. I love it'd be a lot more peaceful without these fucking idiots following me, but you see the little fireflies. It's very nice, very peaceful. I think that's about it. That's about all done. It felt like a lot more. Like I feel it took a long time to do the stuff I have done. I'm trying to think if there's more stuff that I just haven't shown, because I feel like there is. I feel like I have to have done more than that. I plan to have this whole island, like, I plan to have greenhouses, a stable. I plan to have like I don't know what I'm gonna do about it or how I'm gonna make it, but I want to make like some sort of like aerial stable for for ghasts, because I have like 8 dried ghasts, so I only have 1 happy ghast, but I can make many more. I can have my whole fleet. So I'm gonna do that, build stables for like camels, pigs, and stuff. I want to build like, I'm not sure how. I think probably on the north side over here. I don't know. I was briefly considering how I would make like a lava lake with a strider in it, but I've not really like thought too much into it, because like that, me thinking doing that over here was before I did this pond, and now I don't want to, you know, put lava right there. It'd be kind of stupid. So, I have to puzzle that one out. But yeah, there's big plans for Trinity House. Big things going on. I'm also gonna build 2 more bridges, or maybe just one more. Yeah, one more bridge right there, and then I'm gonna build a dock down here. I've been having a lot of fun. I bet my boat's probably still here. Oh no, it's not, because I ended up getting the frog. But I've just been taking my boat, going on little adventures down the stream here. It's been pretty fun. So yeah, I got a motorcycle. If you've been keeping up on the Reddit McVodka Cinematic Universe, you know I've been talking about it, talking about wanting one. I got one, and then within 3 hours, wrecked it and shattered my ankle. So that was cool. I can't even like say like, yeah, I was going like 90 and hit a gravel patch, and you know I was going 15. I was at my dad's house practicing all morning around the neighborhood. Like I probably put on 20 miles just going through the neighborhood. And so like I was low on gas, and I asked him like, "Hey, can we like go to the gas station? Like me be on the real roads, the big boy roads for the first time?" He's like, "Yeah, sure." And so we head to the gas station. It's cool. It's like nice out, beautiful sunny day. Like not a cloud in the sky type deal. We get to the gas station. I'm sorry I'm not like doing anything in the game. I don't know. I've done this video so many times that it's kind of like I lost the energy, man. But anyways, back to the story. Beautiful sunny day at the gas station. I'm like sweating my balls off. Like my helmet like stuck to my head. It was like made like one of the sounds when I took it off my head. When I pulled it off my noggin. So we get gas and we're just chilling, and like right as we're about to leave the gas station, the sky like turns black. And I'm like, what the? That's a little spooky. And my dad says something like I hope we beat the rain. I said, I guess we better go fast. Which I did not go fast, by the way. I never even hit the speed limit. I went 50 and a 55. I'm kind of scared to make, right now at least, until I get more practice, I'm kind of scared to make it go the speed limit. Anyways, so we're like heading back, and then like literally like a minute from the house, it just instantly starts a torrential downpour, just coming down like there's no tomorrow, like cats and dogs smashing the ground like crazy. And I gotta say, that little like that trip going 45, 50 miles an hour with the rain pouring down and like hitting me on the motorcycle, that was like, it was top 10 experiences of my life, like unironically. That just went so hard. It was so cool. Felt great. It didn't last long though. I came to like a turn. I slowed down, and I didn't know then what I know now, which is you shouldn't always rely on the front brake, because you're on gravel, you're going through a turn, the roads are wet, or all three, like in my case. Grabbing the front brake is a good way to lose front traction and lay your bike down, which is exactly what I did, going 15 miles an hour. I've never broken a bone before, but as soon as I hit the ground, I knew my foot was screwed. I couldn't tell it was just my ankle. I thought it was like, I didn't know if it was my leg or my foot or my ankle or what, but I knew it was like, fuck. As soon as I hit the ground, I knew, like, yeah, that's not right. Something's out of place. And like, it was such a like out of nowhere. Like, I was up 1 second and then I was down the next. Like, I watch a lot of motorcycle crash videos, and I feel like, at least as a viewer, as a detached viewer, you can notice a point when it's like, oh yeah, motorcycle's about to go down. But there was nothing for me. There was no wobble. There was no little like slip. It was just up 1 second and then down. It was pretty wild. Yeah. Let me figure out something to do real quick. I'll just do what I did last video, which was I went to my mines. I showed you some of the stuff I did in my mines. But of course, you know, the video didn't actually record, or maybe it did and it just glitched. I guess I'll figure out the end of this video. So yeah, I'm gonna go over there. Then when I get there, I'll continue the story. I have been working a little bit on my mine. Finally got a minecart going down. But yeah, anyways, I, you know, coming down the road, not going very fast at all. You know, just to instantly hit the ground like that, it was like so slow. My dad even said he didn't, like, when it happened, he didn't think I was hurt. He thought I was gonna like get right back up, but like I was pinned under the motorcycle, and like I couldn't move. I couldn't move by myself. And I was like I like twisted over kind of on my stomach and was like trying to, like, my dad saw, he was behind me and he was like trying to pull over as soon as possible. But it was like I was on my stomach trying to emphasize the importance of the situation because that was like it was actually like kind of like low-key traumatizing, like the feeling of being trapped, like, you know, your foot's fucked. You're in the middle of the road and you can't do anything about it. Like, you're just trapped there. You can't move. Like, it was a little scary. A little scary, yeah. And but so I think because of the adrenaline. Yeah, last episode we got suicide bombed by 2 crazy jihadists, and as you can see, most of the road is wood, most of the rail. But I had to work with what I had because of those fucking green skin idiots. Anyways, so like I said, it was a beautiful sunny day. So there were people out mowing their lawn. There were other guys on motorcycles. There was just people outside hanging out. You know, it's a busy little white neighborhood type deal, suburban wine mom type stuff. So a lot of people were outside. And like I immediately got a lot of attention. Actually, you know, I'll say it's kind of like I can't really remember. I feel like there were a lot more people, but whenever I like focus, I think there was only my stepbrother and the lady who stopped. I think like, you know, the adrenaline, then, you know, getting pumped full of drugs immediately kind of confused my memory. So I think there was only my stepbrother and a lady, but there might have been more. I feel like there was more, but once again, you know, might just be being a little schizo. Look at that. Someone put that lantern off center. But anyways, yeah. So I don't remember how long it was either. Like, I asked my dad and he said I was in the road for a good minute. I don't know if he meant like on this, like in general, like I was waiting on some help for a minute, or if he meant literally in the road for a while. I just don't know. This is my tunnel board, by the way. I didn't design it. I just stole the design. Damn it. But yeah, so it was. I remember, like, as soon as my stepbrother lifted the bike off my foot, I like scooted myself out and was just trying to get out of the road. And he kept trying to help me and like get me to stand up. And I was like, I didn't say it, but I was like trying to like look at my foot, like, dude, like my foot's like in a 180 position right now. I'm not walking anywhere. We're staying right here. But so I like scooted myself along the side of the road to get into the grass, and then I just laid in the grass. And then that lady and my stepbrother, and this is one of those moments where I feel like there were a lot more people, but it might just be, you know, schizo. They were like trying to cover the rain, cover me from the rain. And I had to say like multiple times, like, dude, stop, please stop. Like the rain is the only thing that feels good right now. And finally they left me alone to just lay there in the rain. And it felt so good. It was, that was like what I was holding on to. That was like keeping me grounded, I guess. Keeping me sane. And, then also one thing, people were acting, like, especially in the ambulance, but I guess maybe they have to assume. They were kind of acting like I wasn't all there. Or, like, they were ignoring me when I said stuff. It was like the way you would treat someone if you think they're, like, a little, like, a little hit in the head. At least that's how I perceived it. And I wasn't hit in the head. I was, like, fully aware of every second of agony. And they, like, the way they talked to me was, like, they thought I was not, like, you know, all there. So, like, I was trying to have conversations with people, and they were, like, like, what's the word? Like, patronizing me almost. Like, one thing in the ambulance, well, this is not the same, this is a different thing, but, like, they were there standing when my dad said he was going to take my motorcycle. And then all three of the guys who were standing near me said at different times next to each other in the ambulance, like, who's taking your motorcycle? Who's taking your motorcycle? Which, first of all, how was I supposed to know? I was in the back of an ambulance. I couldn't see my motorcycle. And, like, you know, and they just heard my dad say he was going to take it. It was kind of silly. And then they pumped me full of fentanyl, which was funny because it didn't stop the pain, but it made me, like, I could have ran a mile, I felt. Even though it hurt, like, the pain was inconsequential to my mood at that point. I was just ready to go. And I told the guy, the EMT, I was like, hey, this means I got some time off work. And he said something like, yeah, you're gonna have some time off work. Or no, I said, looks like I got a free day off work. And he said, I think you're gonna have a little more time off work. When I got to the hospital though, the doctor walked in. She looked down at my ankle, made like a disgusted face, and goes, ugh. And then like leaves the room. And I was like calling after her, like, hey, don't do that. Like, why'd you do that? And I mean, that's another thing. Like, I'm not a very social person. I got a lot of anxieties around the socials, but something about, you know, having your foot dangling at an absurd angle with your skin ripped off your elbow kind of makes anxiety, you know, the least of your worries. So I was just kind of saying whatever. You know, I'm sure the morphine, oxycodone, and fentanyl, you know, I'm sure they probably had something to do with it too. But I was just like, I was goofing off. You know, honestly, time in the hospital was okay. I was kind of upset. I had to stay 3 nights in the hospital, and I just really wanted to go home, play Minecraft. But there's something about it, like, staying in the hospital is kind of like it's weird. It's like a break from reality almost. And also, like, there's something about having to watch cable, like that being your source of entertainment, kind of makes you appreciate what you have a lot more. Like, you know, shows you don't normally watch that you'll sit there and tolerate, and then, you know, maybe you'll enjoy it. It's I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. Fun times, I guess. Yeah, I will get back on the motorcycle. I'm not like scared, like directly scared, but I'm like I keep having this thought, like, what if this was a sign? A sign that I'm not supposed to ride a motorcycle. I don't know. Maybe it was. Maybe I'll learn the hard way. But the first night after the wreck as well, you know when you're like about to fall asleep and you'll like think you're walking and then you'll fall and you'll wake up. It was like that, except I was on the motorcycle, and it happened like at least 100 times. It was like every time I closed my eyes, and I was like seriously wondering, like, did I give myself PTSD? Like, what the hell? And then that night I had I can't really remember, but I had like a really like one of those really realistic dreams, and I think I like that involved wrecking a motorcycle. I think I like killed someone or something. I can't remember. But it wasn't like me just getting injured again on a motorcycle. It was like there's complexity to it. My mind was working a little overtime. Yeah, I mean, that's about it. It's probably been a boring video. I don't know. Kind of just, you know, as already said, I've tried it so many times. Also, I don't know if I mentioned, I'm on pain pills right now, so that probably doesn't help. Anyways, I'm not even gonna edit this right now because I'm just so burnt out from doing it a million times. I ended my last recording off with an Israel joke. It was kind of situational, so it wouldn't be funny here, but I don't know. Google dancing Israelis, I guess.